we're gonna continue the second half of story and hope we get equipment that will allow us to get into the yeah. If it isn't Jolty on, alone today, are you? Can I get my taco, please? I see. If you have a hankering for tacos, then they're on the house. Consider it a token of gratitude for your help tracking down those treasures. Go ahead and find a table. I'll bring you your meal as soon as it's ready. Will I actually get my taco, or will something else happen and it is going to get destroyed again? Every time they've given me one of his tacos, something's happened and I haven't actually gotten to eat it. Tacos! You still love tacos, I hope. You ate so many when you turned 5, you could barely move afterwards. Remember that? Eh? You're not talking to me. No, not really. That was 30 years ago for me. Right, sorry, it's still strange for me too. Just the other day, you were a little boy clinging to your mother's skirt as you set off for Yasolani, and now you're a man grown with a face full of hair. Even so, I knew you were my son the instant I saw you. We're still family, and you can always rely on me. It's weird having a son that's like the same age as you. Relying, that feels like the one thing I'm doing right now. On you and everyone else. I can't even start a fire without assistance at my new job. Back in Alexandria, we had Electrope. If I needed fire, all I had to do was press a button. Everything was at our fingertips. But here, I'm helpless, a culinarian who can't even light the stove. The way the others in the kitchen stared at me, gods, I'd never felt so embarrassed. I'm sorry to hear that. I've been told the tales, but it seems life is really different within the dome. My wife and children, I was thinking I'd have them join me once things had settled, but at this rate... I say you send for them. If they're your family, then they're mine too. I'll do whatever's necessary to make it work. Wuklamat. I didn't mean to overhear, but it seems you're having trouble readjusting to life in Tuliolal. But Bao Wuklamat. To aid folk like yourself, we've established a support group at the Wing of Reflection. There you can learn the skills you need to live outside the dome. It isn't easy being back, I know, but I'm hopeful that they can make things easier. That's exactly what I need. I'll definitely seek this group out, and I'll bring my family with me. Thank you. Oh, look who it is. I was just about to go and find you, Jolty. You don't mind the company, I hope. I could use a bite to eat myself. Sounds like we actually got to eat our tacos. Yay! We're doing Final Fantasy XIV fried pork chops. I have a recipe book from Final Fantasy XIV, so we're gonna try that out. Every time we try and do a turkey, it always ends up dry. We usually do ham, but we decided to do something different. Ah, the tacos here never disappoint. So, what have you been up to lately? I've been exploring Tyrol with my trusty alpaca. I've been catching up on sleep. I've been working to recover some stolen artifacts. stolen artifacts? I think I remember hearing something about that, but I didn't actually finish that one. Exploring Tudal with my trusty alpaca. I don't think I've pulled my alpaca yet. I'm glad that the spitting devil is serving you well, and you're still enjoying seeing the sights. As for myself, I'm being kept busy with duties at the palace, but whenever I find a moment, I like to walk the streets and talk to the people. That way I can better understand the problems they have and share them with Kona to figure out solutions. I was on one such walk just now, and as I mentioned, I was hoping to find you. Kona and I have something we want to discuss with you as Dawn servants. Do you have time to come to the palace? Great, I'll go on ahead. Please come and join us once you've finished here. Heart donuts, yummy. That's not very nice. I think this is the one that gives you the... Yeah, this is where you get your job gear. Yeah. Because I've already got the... I've already picked these up. These are for my summoner. I could get the one for the healer too. The scholar. But that's that outfit. That's not the other... Yeah, see, this is 645. I'm at 682. Where do I get the other... Wait. I get my Gessel grains from here. I have 30... I have 13? Maybe I should get more honeybee? Independent mender. Yeah, I still have no idea. Usually it's somebody that's standing over by the crystal, but I don't see anybody there. I'm so confused right now. Unless they're at... I mean, I have seen people wearing that outfit from... I don't know if that's from the second half, or if you actually... I'm curious. Because I've seen people wearing those. I wonder if the armor thing's here. It would be over here. Oh. There's a plus. Oh, that's for the hunt. To get that other. I'm gonna go here. Because that's gonna be talking to her again. Found her from across the salt. What message do you have for me today? Lived here, bought here, stepped beyond that wall. Be like stepping 30 years into the past. Found memories of this place. An old woman now, grown unused to change, not to mention that. Sorry, I'm just kind of mumbling it. Your friend. Hunter from beyond the wall. My little helpers. Proteges. Hello, viewers. Okay, I'm just gonna skip this. It's just to unlock the hunt. We don't need to know more. Okay. Let's go to the Nexus, see if the person we need to talk to is here. Collectible appraiser. No. Script exchange splendors? No. Oh, there's a view thing over here. Yay, Nexus Arcade. Area viewer? Oh, jeez. 7,500,000? What? I mean, I have 1 million, but that's a lot of gil. I mean, that's gonna take me a while to get that. Only sells for 1,000 gil. It costs 7,500,000, but you only get 1,000 back if you sell it. Gear exchange? Huh. Okay, so I need Surge Light Solving? Where do I get that? Wait, isn't that what that one person had? I saw somebody that sold that stuff. Okay. Talk to you later. Yeah. Okay, later. Happy holidays. Yeah, see, this isn't that gear. This is like augmented gear. Oh, see, I only have 150 of the blue ones and 56 of the red ones. Okay, I think this is where you go to get your... Okay, so it must be this. So yeah, you have to do it here. Where are these? Oh, these are... Okay, these are for your... stuff to craft with. Heliometry? Okay, so these are the red ones. Okay, these are the Quetzali outfits. Okay. So, there's the hood, the robes, gloves, pants, boots. That's gonna be a minute before I can get that. Well, apparently I have whatever the black one is. I have one universal tombstone. And then I need 500 of those red ones. So this is the better gear, is the 725, but you need the red ones to get it. Wait, what is totem gear? Oh. Okay. Must be for doing the, Okay, depends on which extreme you're doing, I guess. Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool. The Cloud of Darkness gear looks... Oh, look at the horns on that. Oh, I really want this. I need to do the Cloud of Darkness Extreme and try and get this Cloud of Darkness outfit for my summoner. Dude, that looks cool. Dude, those look like actual toes. They're like toe shoes. Cloud Dark Claw Boots. Interesting. Okay. Anyway. So we need to do more dungeons in order to get what we need to do that. Anyway. I found where we needed to go. Bye, Junior. Okay, back to... Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. I forget what I'm doing, but at least I know where to go now. Oh, yeah. You might as well turn in... Might as well turn in this... We're just unlocking the hunt board. There. All hunts unlocked, so if the Moogle quest ends up involving hunts from here, it's unlocked. I still have hunts that I picked up from somewhere. I don't even know where I picked it up from. It's funny, I asked my free company if anybody wanted to help me earlier, and nobody responded. Okay, so I guess we're going up here. I need to get farther with some of my other characters. I'd like to see some of this gear on, like, my bunny characters and stuff. Mistress Jolty, it's always an honor. Valkona has stepped away to attend to a pressing matter, but he should join you within before long. Yay! I guess these guys didn't go back home. Still getting used to the hair color. Oh, you're all here too. Valkona summoned us, though if truth be told, Alphina and I had been seeing him quite regularly of late. He asked us to share our knowledge of Hainish culture. You see, in hopes of further strengthening your alliance, we were, of course, happy to oblige him. Kryle and I were likewise summoned, otherwise we've been carrying on with our work, compiling information on the Golden City. My grandfather embarked on his investigation 20 years ago. With our report, we shall finish what he started. Lest you wonder, Thancred and Urianger have left to resume their tour of Tural. Y'shtola, meanwhile, is back to researching cross-rift travel. She was here just a few days ago to get Kona's permission to investigate living memory. By the way, she mentioned wanting to take a look at the key in your keeping at some point. Yeah, of course she did. She's still trying to find ways to bridge the gap. If the look she had in her eyes was any indication, I suggest you brace yourself for when she comes calling. You're like to be stuck with her for a while. As for Estinian, we know neither where he is nor what he is doing. Some things never change. I mean, Estinian's only appeared like a few times. And only in cutscenes, and then we don't see him again. I was really hoping that Aaronville was going to join the Scions. I mean, he'd get a lot of experience discovering things by sticking with us. We go all over the place. Oh, there's Kona. My apologies for the delay. Think nothing of it. We took advantage of the time to catch up. Hello, viewer. So what can we do for you? Hopefully, present company is enough for whatever it is you need. The matter for which I have summoned you pertains to Alexandria. A state funeral will soon be held in Solution 9 to mourn the passing of Queen Sphene. King Gulja and his administration have invited us to attend. While certain issues remain unresolved between our nations, such as the treatment of Yasulani, I see no reason not to attend. For generations, the Alexandrians lived without even the awareness of death. I wouldn't have expected them to have funeral rites still. Apparently, the members of Oblivion unearthed records of ceremonies that were conducted in Alexandria of old. It was they who put forth the proposal that the queen be thus honored. Leave it to that lot to think of such things. The people of Alexandria no longer forget the departed. They're being confronted with the idea of death for the first time. I suspect our friends wanted to do something for them. Though Sphene was but a simulacrum, she was nonetheless a pillar for her people. The pain of her passing must run deep. I'm still wondering why they centered on the crown. Indeed, a funeral will give Alexandrians the chance to come together to express their grief, that they might overcome it. That's the thing, if she was a simulacrum, how is there a physical crown? There shouldn't be a physical crown. It should have been a simulacrum with her. So how is there a crown? I'm confused. I wasn't sure at first, but I've decided to go. Not only to be there for Gulja, but to put this chapter behind us. that I requested your presence was none other than to see if you wish to attend the funeral. You knew Sveen as well, after all. I think I should go too. Sometimes I wonder if there wasn't another way. That would be inappropriate. I should go too. Why not? Because you consider yourself responsible for her demise, I take it. But that's not a burden you bear alone. Here's my idea. As vow, I'll attend the funeral as a representative of Tuliolal. Meanwhile, you can go in a personal capacity and watch over the people as they mourn. Okay. I feel the rest of us should go too, regardless of the reason. The fact remains that we deprived Alexandria of a beloved ruler. It's only right that we remember who Sveen was, to her people and to others, so let us stand with you. Okay. Then it's decided. Let's head to Solution 9 and look for Galul Jah in the back room. I kind of suspected that our travels would head back there. If nothing else, to try and reduce the lightning effect there. Crossroads, huh? I wish there were a faster way to find where I needed to go. I keep going back and forth between here and there. Ah, you came for the funeral. Of course, I'm the only one who will officially take part, though. The others will watch over the proceedings. So how have you been? It's been a while since my last visit. I'm good. Shale, as always, teaching me new things. Recently, I've learned about Everkeep's systems and the mechanical soldiers. It's knowledge I'll need to use my authority properly. Studious as always, I see. By way of a treat, I've brought you a gâteau au chocolat. It's a kind of cake. I think you'll like it. Thank you, Lameti, and thank you for coming. I've never been to a funeral before, so I feel less nervous having you here. Out of curiosity, what's the custom in Alexandria? In our world, it's common to offer flowers to the departed. It's much the same here. According to the records, flowers will be distributed to all attendees. Considering that all the worlds used to be one, the practice of offering flowers may well share the same ancient origin. Fascinating, wouldn't you say?
Hi! Hello! What's up? Oh, goodness! Hello!
Are you my baby? Yeah? I guess I'll select some kind of food and then I'll just sell it. Ooh, we'll take the catfish pie. If nothing else, the food seems to at least sell. Hi! Bye! Are you all done? Oh. Oh. We're gonna rub our face on my finger. Yeah. Oh. Oh. We need our face scratched? Is that what we're saying? Oh, yes. You have such a dirty chin. Yes. Such a dirty chin, sir. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. It's hard for me to scratch reaching all the way over there. If you want me to scratch your face, you should come up here. Oh. Oh, now we need our ear scratched? Okay. Oh. He's trying to get me to scratch him, but it's all... He keeps running my hand into the little wooden table I have over here that I use for my computer. Yeah. Come up here. Blech. Come up here, I'll scratch your face. You keep running my hand into the table down there. Come on. Annie. Mwah. Petey boy. Yeah? Sorry, he's so distracting. The flowers are being handed out at Praxis Park. I'm thinking of heading over there now. We'll join you. There's a man I would like to speak with. Gosan. He was apparently Speen's aide and the one who sent us the invitation. Come on, let's go. I'm still curious about this crown. Hopefully she's like not in the crown, and when they go to attach it to Galuja. Hi! Hopefully it doesn't like take over his mind. That would suck. Then we'd have to find a way to take it off his head without harming the poor boy. Wait, where are we going? Okay. Boop. I like it when he leans into the boop. Boop. That makes me happy. Hey, Miss Pretty Boy. You need your face scratched. Is that why you got up here? Oh, yes. Oh, that feels so good. Oh, goodness. I did say I'd scratch your head if you got up here, huh? Yeah, Mommy's gotta keep her promises. Yeah. Oh. Oh, right there? Okay. Oh. Oh, that itchy ear. Oh, yes. Oh, that itchy ear right there. Oh, goodness. Oh. Oh, are we gonna get our foot? Are we gonna get our foot thumping? Yeah, that feels so good. Oh. Oh. Oh, goodness. Mommy's so good at scratching the head. Yes, she is. Oh, that ear right there. He's just like starting to drool. Mommy's just too good, huh? I always know where he likes to have his head. Well, I kind of let him direct me. He just kind of turns his head, and when he finds his spot, that he likes it where I'm scratching, he'll just shove that into where I'm scratching. Ow, claw. Uh-oh. Bonnie sounds like he's about to get off. Well, it is almost midnight here. Why, I'm Val Wuklamat of Turiolal. Thank you for extending us an invitation to Queen Spheen's funeral. We are honored, truly. I had seen you before from a distance, but never had the pleasure. I am Gosan, former chief aide to the Queen. Since her passing, I have been responsible for administering affairs of state. Can we get our flowers here? Yes, Your Majesty. The flowers are being handed out at the counter yonder, alongside the regulators. What? We need to wear regulators for the funeral? Rest assured, they're not a requirement. We're aware your people do not use them. You see, people in Alexandria of old wore tokens of mourning upon their persons when attending funerals. As such tokens were black, it was suggested that we might wear regulators painted the same color. We've yet to produce enough for everyone, but we're distributing them as we are able. I see. Yet regulator or no, the important thing is that we remember Queen Spheen. Remember her and her kindness as you make an offering of your flower. I will. Honey, you're so cute. The proceedings will soon begin in this plaza. Please take your place once you have your flower. What do you... Don't sniff the garbage can. Don't sniff the garbage can. Oh wow, that's... I guess there are more people that survived the ordeal than I thought.
Although we are gathered here for the same reason, we hail from different lands. Some were born and raised in the Alexandria of old, while others came to us from Tuliolal. It was from this union of diverse peoples that a new Alexandria was born. The only home that our younger generation knows. How did we overcome the barriers between us? What moved us to join hands in common purpose beneath crackling skies? You know the answer. We survived. We thrived because Queen Spheen brought us together. Inspired and encouraged by her boundless kindness, we strove to be better, for ourselves as well as those around us. And in Her Majesty's absence, There is a sadness beyond words. Yet we must. We will remember her. Remember all the good that she has done for us. So let us pray, as the people of the Old Kingdom once did, for the peaceful repose of the departed. And let us keep our beloved Queen forever in our hearts, that her memory might guide us unto the morrow. Would that I could find solace in my own words.
Was Queen Sphene taken to the cloud?
She must have been. To still remember her is strange, isn't it, darling?
Okay, good night.
I miss her. She would always cheer me up when I was down. But even though I remember her, I'll never see her again. That doesn't make sense.
It seems that's what it means to die, I'm afraid.
But what will happen to us? Are we just going to be sad forever?
What will happen indeed? Everything that we have, we owe to Queen Sphene. How are we to go on without her?
I still remember Her Majesty so clearly. If only I didn't, I might feel better about the future of our realm.
Perhaps we should also consider moving to Tuliolo. The journey won't be easy, but it'd be better than staying here in uncertainty.
In times like these, I take comfort in the beliefs of a Turali people called the Yokui. To them, death isn't the end. So long as we're remembered, we never truly die. It could be the same for Queen Sphene, you know? If you keep her alive in your hearts, She'll always be with you.
But we still won't be able to see her, right? I don't want to think about that. I wish I could just forget instead of having to feel like this.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to impose. Please, mourn your queen however you see fit. As expected, they struggle to come to terms with their loss. I hope they can find a way to move forward.
And now that the cloud's gone, they're never going to forget another person who passes. They're going to have to figure out how to deal with this. They're not used to having to deal with loss. You're going to lick a hole in my leg, sir. He's cleaning himself, but he keeps licking my leg at the same time. He's gonna lick my leg raw.
It's not only grief that weighs on them, but worry for the future. Bereft of their queen, how will they proceed?
True. But with that at least, we're not powerless to help. What is it, Guloja?
I was wondering, is it better to remember or forget someone when they're dead? I remember my father, and every time I think of him, it hurts. It's the same with Queen Sphene. Knowing that she's gone makes me feel sad. But it's different with my mother. I never knew her, so I don't feel as bad.
Aww.
I want to remember my father, but maybe I'd be better off forgetting him.
Guloja.
Why don't we continue this somewhere else?
Those who grew up mostly in Eorzea know about loss, though they may have forgotten it because it's been a while. Hey, Guloja, do you really know nothing at all about your mother? Shale searched the system for information on residents, but the only Mamuja she found listed were my father and me. Even if she died and was erased from people's memories, she should have been there, but she wasn't. Well, that you're here means she was here too. Inside the dome, there can't be any other way about it. Perhaps we should try looking again. Do you want to know your mother? I think so. Even if it makes me feel sad, I want to know her. So I want to try looking again. And if I don't find anything this time, I'll give up. I see. Well, if that's what you want... then I'll help you. It's possible that his father stumbled upon the ability to clone himself, and his son is actually a clone of him, therefore had no mother. Anyway, then I'll help you. I'd like to help as well, and I believe I speak for the others too. But I can't bother you with this. You already came for the funeral. We came here not only for the funeral, but to see whether all was well in Alexandria. We're not about to leave just yet. Besides, in seeking to learn about your mother, we're bound to learn about your father as well. By retracing the steps of this man who kept his own counsel, we may gain knowledge that can serve the people of Alexandria. Alright, thank you everyone. I hope we find something about his mom. I hope I'm not right and he's like a test tube baby. Assuming neither memories nor records of Galulja's mother remain, we must cast as wide a net as possible. I suggest we split into groups. Jolty, if you could make inquiries outside in the outskirts, the rest of us will do the same in Solution 9. Hello, viewers. I've decided to advance story because I couldn't get the gear I needed to do the raids. So we're heading to the outskirts? Okay, so we're going outside of town. Heart? Oh, it's that Heart Donuts person again. I mean, I guess that's different from Hertz Donut. And I guess the sentries are back to normal. After Nashu shorted them out. Honey! The dog always growls when Honey scratches the back of my chair. Sorry, but I've never heard of a Mamulja woman living in these parts, much less one connected to Zeralja. You might have better luck talking to the people over at Atunawawatan settlement to the north of Everkeep, in a place called Uwiyawata. The resilient son won their loyalty when he saved them from some crisis or another, or so the story goes. If I remember correctly, their chief's name was Kaniloka? Okay. Forecast terminal. Hi, baby. Aw, yeah, you being lovey. Such a pretty boy. Yeah. Oh, goodness. You're looking for Mamulja woman? Oh, Galulja's mother? I can't help you there, I'm afraid. I only know a little about Zeralja, and then only what my father told me. He said that before the dome cut us off from the outside world, a Tural Vidral had appeared and was terrorizing the region. In response, Zeralja assembled a party of warriors, and with them confronted and felled the beast. It was interesting to hear of the king's feat in the past. A Mamulja woman? Her people have never been a common sight around here. Why, the last time I saw one would have been before the dome came down over our heads. She was among an entourage of Landsguard that was dispatched here. I assume they all returned to Tiliolal after their mission. But if any remained, I suppose they could have been trapped in here with the rest of us. Okay. Now we're heading back to the back room. Polar bear! Yeah! It's funny, this was actually a summer event. Hi! You're staring me down, Boop. Oh, goodness. Oh, Boop. Ow! That's my hand. I was gonna say finger, but, well, I mean, I guess it was my finger that he grabbed. Hello, viewers. I don't think this is the right building. Oh, that's cool. I've never been inside this building before. I like that sign. I have that neon. I like that neon sign. I want it. I think it was this one that we needed to go into, yeah. I went in the wrong building. Yes, heading to the back room. Thank you. Are you pretty? What a pretty boy. Yeah, are you pretty? What a pretty boy. My honeykins. You're my honeykins. Boop. Oh, Boop. Yes. Yeah. Sorry, cat's distracting. Hello? Galulja has told me all. We've previously tried to track down records of his mother, but came up empty-handed. With everyone's help, hopefully we can get somewhere this time. Ah, so you spoke with quite a few different people as well. Let's combine all our findings and see what conclusions we might draw. So Zeralja brought a retinue of Landsguard to Yasulani, among whom was a female Mamulja. His mission was to rid the region of a Tural Vidral, and I believe it's safe to say that this was the crisis the Yue Yawata he resolved. If some of his troops stuck around for a time, perhaps to assist the villagers with recovery efforts, then they could have indeed gotten trapped in the dome. We also heard stories about the settlement in Ueyawata. People lived there until nearly a decade ago, and Zeralja made regular visits. If he required secrecy, a location home to his most loyal followers would be ideal, and if this Mamuja woman had remained there, they would have had occasion to come in contact. I see, but what could Zeralja have been doing in that village? I think we can answer that question. In order to retrace Zeralja's steps, Raha and I spoke with a researcher who worked at Origenics. He said that approximately 20 years ago, a number of his colleagues were transferred to a research facility outside Everkeep, per the King's direct order. This is the first I've heard of such a facility. Only Vanguard was believed to have been under the King's jurisdiction. Hi! Oh, goodness. Hello. What are you doing, sir? He got up in my face! It was apparently being used to develop a new kind of weapon, but I'm afraid that was all we could learn. It's plenty to go on, even if the work there was classified. Any materials and equipment needed would have been manufactured within Everkeep. So if we look into transportation records... There it is. The routes are full of detours and attempts at obfuscation, but large deliveries were being made to Ueyawada, far too large for a mere village. There hasn't been any activity for years, though. It's likely the facility has been decommissioned. Do you think that's where my mother was? We can't say for certain just yet, but I reckon there's a good chance. This is amazing. Even though no one remembers her, you managed to figure all this out. Each piece of the puzzle may reveal little on its own, but when we put several together, a picture begins to form. And even should memories fade, footprints remain to mark the path of those who walked before. A lesson I learned in another life. So we'll be investigating this secret facility in Ueyawata then. And this time, I want you to come along, Galuja. That's so cute. It's on the other side of the lake. To get there, you'll need to take a hover cargo from the drift downs. All right, thank you, Shale. He's a cute kid. I haven't worked with a kid like this for a while. When's the last time I worked with a kid in this game? The only one I can think of... Well, there's the kids from Yangxia that were in the... Revenant's Toll. Those 3 kids. I had a few quests with them. And then there was the... Hello, viewers. And then there was the little cat girl during the summer event. Her and her brother. Her brother was a bit older, though. have like fur all over my face. It's making me itchy. Meow. Honey, it's only 12:30. It's not 3 o'clock yet. You can't be saying it's bedtime yet. No, it's not bedtime yet. Not yet. Still got 2.5 hours, sir. But you can come over here and say hi. You don't have to annoy Daddy, although he's sleeping, so it's not like he'll notice. Ow. I scratched my nose. Is this going to be a dungeon? So the hover cargo will take us across the lake. I've never been over there before. It's still inside the dome, so I don't expect it'll be too difficult from here. We'll likely encounter dangerous beasts, so the rest of us will go first. You follow when it's safe to do so, alright? Alright, be careful, everyone. Yep. It's a new dungeon. Now the question is, do I run the dungeon or no? I only have 2 slots empty. I don't have anywhere to put any armor that I pick up. Oh dear. I really need to level up my job so I can get rid of some of this lower level stuff. Oh, that's right. I clamored that. Oh, welcome back. You're fine. I like seeing return viewers. Oh. If I can get my item level up to 690, I'll be able to run expert dungeons, I guess. Expert duty roulette. I can't even run that! Wow! What? I need to be 690 to run that. Wow. These other 2 I can run. I need to do Tender Valley and Strayborough Deadwalk anyway. I mean, I have the gear that I got from my job quest. That's what I have. I'm at 682, so I'm like, what, 8 points away from being 690. I can't even run the 2 raids that I unlocked. Wait, what's with my... Yeah. The only thing I have that's a level 100 is my earring. I wonder... Yeah, I'm gonna go see if I can buy accessories from the same place that I bought my gear. I don't know if they give you accessories there too or not. Oh, the weapon, I got that with the, was it the Battlecraft supplier that I got it from? No, the armorer here. I got the armor. See, I got the armor and I got the weapon. They didn't have any jewelry. Well, that sucks. I guess I could just go to the board and see if I can find level 100 earrings. I don't have what I need to buy the... Yeah, I'm gonna have to check the market. Oh, don't... Don't you lay on my camera, sir. Don't you lay on my camera, sir. If my camera moves, it's because my cat's sitting in front of my TV. Yeah. You could come over here. You were over here a minute ago. I don't think there's a... Is there a board here? I don't think Tuliodal has a board. No, there is a market board. It's over there. Ah, good. Let's see, I think I have level 100 earrings. So I need a level 100 necklace. The only one they have is the Archeo Kingdom choker. Well, it says it's worse than the one I have equipped. That's weird. It's a level 100. What's the... Ah, what's that? I can't see what the one underneath says. Item comparison. Well, the one I have equipped, the item level is only 650. Okay, so if I buy this... Wow, it costs a lot. Oh well, I'll get the cheapest one. Okay. That's that. Bracelets. Uh-oh, that took one of my inventory slots. Uh-oh. I only have one inventory slot now. Okay, that brought me up to 687. Just the necklace. So many bracelets. Hello? Scotty, what you doing here? Merry Christmas. I'm surprised you're still up. Well, I'm glad you like it. Okay, that brings it up to 694. It's only 12:30 here. Okay. Okay, yeah. Now I can do that. Can I do the raids now too? I can do one of the raids. Alright, see you later, Scotty. I will sure try. I think I'm gonna watch anime like all day, so I probably won't play games tomorrow. Or today. I guess technically it's today. Merry Christmas, everybody! It's midnight. It's Christmas. You did bump my camera. Good night. You did bump my camera. It's facing that way now. You old turd. He's laying behind it. What are you doing, sir? So I can do one of the raids now. I can't do this one, but I can do the one that's similar to, I'm pretty sure this one's going to be similar to Bahamut. Since it says M1, I'm going to guess that there's multiples in that one. I could be wrong. So this one needs it to be 695? I'm like, what, 1 point off? Yeah, I'm 1 point off from being able to do the other raid. I could buy a second one of those rings, and that would bring me up. Well, maybe I'll pick up a ring in the dungeon. Okay. Let's see if we can... Let's see if we can do this. Here. You wanna... He's looking at the arrow. Yeah. Well, I have one of those PlayStation cameras, so it just sits on my on my entertainment center. Every once in a while, I'll start the video and I'll realize my camera's like turned this way. You can just see him. He's pity-patting the error now. What is it? What is it? Okay, I made the arrow go away. There. I fixed it using my cane. And yes, I have Pokemon stickers on my cane. I don't know if you can see them. It's Squirtle, Mew, Dratini, Ivysaur. No, this is Mewtwo. This is Ivysaur. My husband bought me a bunch of Pokemon stickers for my birthday back in June. And he also bought me a new cane. Because the one I had was a collapsible one, and I was afraid that the elastic was gonna break. That's all I need is to be using it and the elastic to break. and I go to pick it up, and it's just all falls apart. So he bought me a new cool shiny turquoise one. Anybody who's been watching my streams for a while has, this is usually where I keep it, so if it's not here, I've gone and left it somewhere in the house. I don't need it. It's not required. It just helps pull some of the, I don't know. I don't need it for like stability or anything. It just takes some of the pressure off my feet whenever I lean on it. My feet hurt a lot when I have to walk. Are you just gonna sit there, sir? Oh yes, you're gonna blink your love at me. I love you too. You're so cute. Hopefully we don't end up sitting in a queue forever. Oh, those actually look kind of cool with this outfit. Aha, ah. I went and bought the wings from somewhere. I don't remember where I bought them from. But it definitely looks good with this outfit. I bought the fairy wings from somewhere too. Oh, that's for the Pictomancer. I need to go at... He just laid down behind the camera again. I just fixed that, you little turkey. Can you say gobble gobble? I need to get those. I need to work on my Pictomancer. I haven't... I need to work on leveling up all my jobs. Are there different poses with the... they're just normal wings. Ooh, that kind of looks snarky. I kind of like that. With that haircut, I like that pose. Last time I streamed, when was that? I think it was last Friday. At the end, I decided to change my haircut. I did have the little side ponytail with the, I think it was a flower in it. And it was red with yellow highlights. And then I changed it to the short hairstyle with the blue coloring. Just because I felt like being blue for a while. I like the color blue anyway. I only had the red because it was the color of my natural hair. Not that you can really see it, but it's, I guess it's more of a orangey color, but it's considered red. I think I'm gonna take my hat off. It's getting itchy. Ah. Much better. My headset goes on better. You know, I just fixed that camera, you little turkey butt. Yeah, you little turkey butt. You gotta lay in front of the... Not in front of, behind the camera. You think you're taking videos for me? Huh? You think you're doing videos for me? I'm such a silly cat. Ah. Huh? Hey! Hey, that wasn't too long a queue. Hello, viewer. We're running a dungeon. Yay. Oh, this is kind of cool. Oh, wow. Electric types rule! Unless they're trying to zap you. Okay, I still have my carbuncle. That's a good thing. Whee! Well, at least everybody's actually got frames. I've joined a dungeon one time, multiple times, and everybody's picture was like basic. He didn't do anything with their pictures. It makes it a lot easier now that it automatically updates. Ah. I can still see when the health bars are getting low, but that's alright. Having the camera where it is isn't gonna be too bothersome. Now, I didn't really want to put the camera there in the middle because it covers the health bar of whatever I'm fighting. I can tell when it's completely full, and I can tell when it's almost completely empty. So, hello. Can I? I always hesitate to summon, just because I never know when the tank's gonna pull. That's the only downside to being a summoner, or any kind of mage that has to stand still to cast spells. You could start to cast your spell, and the tank could decide that they were gonna pull further. And most of the time you have to sit, especially for like Ifrit, you have to like stand still in order to cast anything for Ifrit. Am I not close enough? There we go. Titan and Garuda aren't as bad because you can run around for the most part and cast their stuff. But if free, you have to sit still in order to cast anything. Now, Garuda's astral flow, you have to sit still. Hello? Oh, it went away right as I went to cast it. Go figure. See, the slipstream I have to sit still to cast, because that takes a minute. But these other ones are instantaneous. Huh? I don't get to... Wow, it's not gonna let me summon my Phoenix. That's weird. Ah! Okay. I have to move. Ow. guessing we have to break this. Ah! Ow. The best thing about Titans is I can actually use it 3 times before I have to... Ah! There we go, now we can stun him. Okay. So he's got his health bar down far enough that he's gotten past where my camera's sitting. So that's a good thing. See, the Ifrit one I can use twice as well. So, Ifrit I can use twice, Titan I can use 3 times. Ruda I can only use once, but it, okay, there we go. That is now dead. That. Considering I only have 1 inventory spot left, yeah, I don't need it. It's probably going to end up filled with some kind of... Oh, this is... I'm not going to actually read it. Because they all took off ahead of me. Good job. They wanted me to look for the research notes. So that's what I'm doing. People in these test tubes. I wonder if I might be on the correct path. Very possible he didn't have relations with the woman. He may have just taken one of her eggs and tried to make a clone of himself. because he might be fertile. He wasn't supposed to be able to have this, or his father wasn't supposed to be able to have him in the first place, so it's highly probable that he was infertile, and the only way that he could have his son was through science. I'm just speculating. Like I said, I'm not even paying attention to these, oh, that's kind of pretty. Not paying attention to what I'm actually picking up. I'm only reading them because they wanted me to. I fought a creature like this before. Ah, don't get in the red. Jeez. This is hard. Hey! You do that, sir? No. Ah! Damn it. I couldn't get out of it. Well, that was the last thing I got off before I lost Garuda. Oh well. Better than nothing. Got his hit points down below the camera. That's a good thing. Ow! Yay, we beat it. Oh, wow. What's this? Holy cow. those good ones summoned in their crowd. Here. Again, it's possible that his mother got swallowed up by that thing. But don't move them out of the... Move them out of the AoE. Oh God. What is that evil werebunny? Okay. That's a Tural withdrawal? Wow. I've never actually fought one of those yet. Well, I can't say that. I did fight the one. This is like the second Tural withdrawal that we fought. Oh God. Okay, I didn't see that coming. I don't have inventory space left anyway. Wait, what's going on? Okay. Yeah, okay. Ow. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Ah! Ow! Okay. What is going on here? We lost Somebody fell down a hole. Is there a way to... Oh, I mean, I can resurrect them for you. Okay. Oh god. Oh. Nike. Well, at least I managed to resurrect the one guy before I died again. I'm having all kinds of problems with this one. We have the floor back. I couldn't quite get behind him in time. I don't know how these other ones did. I was running. I feel completely useless. See what's going on. Tank busters, don't stand near everybody else. Yeah, I did it this time. Okay. Getting slightly better. Only slightly, though. There you go. Ah, got him. There we go. I fixed it again. He moved. I'll give it to the healer. I'm not gonna get any of the loot because I don't have any room. That's fine. I know I'm not getting the, I'm not getting any accommodations. I kept dying.
For all the talk of my brother felling this beast, he only imprisoned it, like Vali Armanda.
From what I could tell, they sought to transfer people's souls and memories into bestial vessels at that facility. The Tural Vidral explains the need for a remote location. It was doubtless their prime subject. Though I expect Zoralja did not foresee the opportunities it presented when he imprisoned the creature.
Oh no. If I'm having a flashback, it's probably the kid's mom that's imprisoned in it.
And so, in order to prevent the breakdown of the individual, I instead seek to transfer their soul into the body of the beast.
This would allow one to wield the power of a Tural Vidral.
In theory, our initial experiments will involve lesser creatures. But in time, I am confident we will be able to bring even the mightiest under our control.
And what becomes of those who offer their souls?
As they won't be able to return to their original forms, we must consider them lost. But the sacrifice will be worthwhile, for the army you stand to gain will far surpass any composed of mechanical soldiers.
Very well. Recruit volunteers and begin at once.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I shall return to the observatory and see to the necessary preparations.
So, you've given him permission?
Teshalja, you will assist Kaniloka. As one of the Landsguard's finest chirurgeons, your knowledge may be of use in his experiments. You will also watch him closely. In what you learn, you will report to me. You object to his project? Or are you incapable of performing this duty?
No, Your Majesty. Whether we shelter within the dome or expand beyond it, we require great power. But with no one to rely upon, we must take that power for ourselves, even if the means are questionable. I will do as you command.
Aww.
But If Kaniloka's work bears fruit, I wish to beg a boon.
What do you desire?
Something that I had accepted I would never have in Tuliyollal. That I believed would forever be beyond me. That it was foolish to covet. But here and now, it is close. So very, very close.
Perform your duty to my satisfaction, and anything you desire is yours. That which I seek does not lie within this dome. Here, I cannot prove the miracle. But if what you seek is at hand, then you may claim it, for it has no value to me.
Maybe her wish was to bear his child.
Are you all right?
Teishelja. Could she be my mother?
Like the people in the outskirts said, few Mamulja lived in Yasulani. I can't imagine many other Ubiko women were trapped in the dome. That being the case, she could well be the one.
This observatory Kaniloka returned to, could it not be part of the research facility? We might learn something about Teishelja there.
That's where we're going next, then.
This is gonna give me something. I'm gonna have to go empty my inventory. I wish I could see into the past like you, and I could see people who are gone. Because there aren't any other Mamulja women here for a long time, I couldn't even imagine what my mother looked like. But when I visited Tuliyollal, I saw some. I was finally able to picture her in my mind. And one day, I hope I can see what she actually looked like as well. Yeah, they're gonna make me... Oh, apparently it was one I already had in my inventory. They actually let me finish it. Okay. While we've discerned the purpose of the research conduction here, the traces of it that remain might afford us greater insight into what came of it. Let us take a look around for information as well as a way to the upper level. Okay. This is another one of those things that has no teleportation things. Can be seen behind the wrought iron gate. As sturdy as it appears, the gate will likely resist attempts to force it open. security panel is nearby. Perhaps verification key will open the way. Need to find a verification key? They're recruiting volunteers for a new experiment. I know I'm not as bright as the others, but they wouldn't laugh at me if I was stronger than them. This might be my chance. Soul transferred a few days ago. I can write. Can write good, yes? I am good, very good. Getting hard to control strength. Today bit off hand of feeder. Cannot help it, so strong. Hungry, always hungry, cannot control. Eat, I must eat. Am eater, must eat. So it sounds like at first it was succeeding, but then the beast slowly took over control of the soul that was transferred in. Supplies for the staff are neatly arranged within the cabinet among the various items. Some manual outlining regulations and tranquilizing gas to be used in emergencies. And dig deeper. And find a verification key! Perhaps it can be used to open Iron Gate. And that is super sad. Dude's soul successfully was transferred. He started off even being able to write, and then he slowly like spiraled down and couldn't do anything. Can I? I don't have room. Well, I guess I could put that in there. So I need to put both of these into storage. You found the key? Great, I'll call the others. It seems the key can be used to operate the lift as well. Up we go. So this is the observatory. I didn't expect it to be similar, but this is a far cry from the temple that held Veligarmanda. All the machinery appears to still be in operation. I expect there are auxiliary systems in place to ensure that monitoring can continue even in emergencies. The warnings indicate various anomalies related to the seal's failure. Most likely for a blessing, we managed to fell the beast before it could cause harm. Right then, let's see if we can find some clues about Gululja's mother. I think I can use this terminal. She'll taught me how. It's so cute watching him do that. There's so much data, I don't know what we should look at. Perhaps we can narrow down the search by inputting the name Tishalja. It brought up a lot of results. They all seem to say the same thing. Tishalja, Administrator of Experimental Treatments, Research Logs. This sounds good, doesn't it? Chances are the data is encrypted, and even if not, it will take considerable time to go through it all. Then let us take it with us to the back room and have Shale analyze it. Agreed. Alright, I'll transfer it to this storage device I brought. He just happened to have a storage device? There, it's finished. Thank you so much for bringing me all the way here, everyone. If you're happy, then so am I. Besides, I was able to learn more about my brother as well. It was a fruitful adventure for the both of us. And here we are. The authorities will doubtless wish to be informed about the facility and its contents. But first things first, let us deliver the data to Shale. Yeah, we'll definitely need to see if any of those people in there are still alive? My little meat. I'm glad I got this from the Moogle event when they had it. I was so disappointed when I didn't get mine. Up here. Which of my characters has the... Did Lucifer finish selling all his stuff? He did. Oh, that's nice. I think it was the first one that had it. Okay, I guess Lucifer's done selling all his. He doesn't have any left. Still have the Monster Hunter thing in there. Dang it. I guess I could just sell the tomato base. Oh, stretch. You know what? This Lamentin ring I can put in there. The Lamentin ring I can put in my glamour chest. That can't even be sold. I need... As much as I don't want to, I'm going to sell that. That gives me 2 inventory slots again. Okay, I have 2 inventory slots again. That's helpful. Well, that's better than nothing. Where's the... Welcome back. Aloja has already given me the storage device. There looks to be a wealth of data, all of which is encrypted, so I'll need time to process everything. In that case, Alize and I might take ourselves around the city and check on the people. Either mood has us a bit worried. I don't know if there's anything we can do to help, but we'll see. Understood. I'll let you know as soon as I've finished my work. Thank you. We'll see you again soon. Alize isn't wrong. The mood out there is still grim. Some of the Turali remember a time before they were dependent on the Sol system, but even they're unsettled and wondering aloud if they'll have the chance to reunite with old friends and family before they pass on. With good reason, too. The journey home won't be an easy one for those who've grown old. That's why it's mostly been younger folk who've been leaving for Tural, ones with no elders to care for. Word of that problem has reached us in Tuliolal. My brother is doing all he can to see the Jacques Tural Railroad restored to operation so that people may come and go more freely. Unfortunately, the tracks only go as far as Vanguard, so some traveling by foot will still be necessary. Even so, the railroad would make things a sight easier. How long before it's back in service? I couldn't say. When I left for this visit, Kona seemed reluctant to make promises. But while Shale's working on the data, we could go and see the state of it for ourselves. To Shalone Station, then. I'll make sure to keep Kona informed. Okay. Shalone Station, right? Okay, I'm gonna make the leaves go away. Yay, Christmas! Apparently there's a dust storm now. Vow of Resolve, and Jolty and Wilburn to boot. What can I do for you? We're hoping for some good news about the railroad. There's an increasing number of people looking to return to Dural that can't make the journey on foot. I see. As it happens, the Vow of Reason is also on his way here to take stock of the situation. Ah, scratch the on his way. Hey! Looking good, Aaronville. Did our little Bun Bun finally outgrow his old clothes? I'm so tempted to do that one. As the guild ship has officially approved my transition from gleaner to independent contractor, I was in need of more befitting attire. You're here about the railroad too? It was in part for my sake that the original Dawn Blazer was sacrificed, so I felt it only right that I assist with its replacement. Speaking of which, I assume Lama T has explained the growing urgency of the need. What have you to report? The new locomotive was on track for completion, but we're having difficulty pulling her into the station, in a manner of speaking. You see, when we used the Dawn Blazer to get into the dome, urgency outweighed all other considerations, but now we're back to our original problem: how to run the railroad without upsetting the inhabitants of Mewahetson. That is, the Ronique, though the Hetsaro that follow them are none too pleased about their Hetso being spooked by the noise of the locomotive either. The solution I've devised to quieten the railroad should address that complaint. But a silent train presents a different danger. The Ronique will need to be deterred from wandering across the tracks. And I suppose we can't just blow the whistle at them, or they'll panic and be put off their grazing again. Weren't the rail routes plotted to avoid the Ronique's preferred grazing areas, though? It's odd that they're getting so close in the first place. The Ronique's grazing patterns have shifted since the tracks were laid. I'm not certain why, but I intend to ask the people of Mewahetson for their insight. As a major proponent of the railroad, I have a duty to assist in this matter, and I too would hear what the Hetsaro have to say about it. They are the ones most affected, after all. I believe it would be best to begin by consulting their leader, Huato. The rest of you can accompany us to the Hetsaro encampment if you like. Did you see the little bauble on the back of his backpack? On the back of his backpack was a little one of those robots that his mom was in. Oh, that's so cute. So much easier to get around now that I can fly. Vow of Resolve, Vow of Reason, I bid you welcome to our camp. What brings you all the way to our town? I have such a hard time pronouncing those names. I thank you for seeing us. Our visit concerns the matter of the Zaktural Railroad. You too have noted the Ronique's unexpected change in behavior then. My son Shepetto has been looking into this matter. Shepetto? Normally we'd expect the Ronique to keep to their favored grounds nearby for a while yet, and despite a thorough search, we haven't found anything wrong with the quantity or quality of the grazing in Parioanan and Yowatanai. Yet they refuse to keep to where they usually would, instead pushing westward towards your railroad. I certainly see no cause for this unseasonal migration. Nevertheless, should they continue to move west, we will follow. As any true Hetsaro would, I suppose. As you may have surmised, I am of Hetsaro descent. My parents traveled with the Ronique as well, though I myself have no memory of the experience. I was left behind as a babe, you see. During such a migration, one of many sacrifices necessitated by a nomadic lifestyle, I am forced to assume. A chance encounter with a kind Pelu merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade that I might fend for myself. I became a stall keeper in Tuliolaos markets, and that is where the Dawn Servant found and adopted me. I had already been in the palace some time when Lamati came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents. I knew the pain of solitude and wanted to spare her that suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her. Truly, I have never heard of the Ronique choosing a path so arduous as to force such a terrible decision, nor of any Hetsaro willingly leaving their own flesh and blood behind. There must have been some exceptional circumstance. I cannot say the idea of following in their footsteps, that I might better make excuses for their actions, never much appealed to me. But if they had good reason, wouldn't you want to know? Even if it might help you better understand the Ronique's current behavior? I would kind of want to know. As is so often the case, you are correct. Though my discomfort with the Hetsaro way may arise from fear of reopening old wounds, rather than blind fervor for innovation, it would nevertheless see me repeat past mistakes. And to refuse to learn one of our country's treasured traditions would make me a poor Dawn servant indeed. Please teach me of the Ronique and what they mean to you. I promise to listen with an open mind. We would be delighted. In the meantime, your companions are welcome to look around. Will you learn of Hetsaro culture with me? I should like to approach this with a fervent curiosity that you and my sister share, but it would be useful to know whether I am, doing it correctly. Then it's settled. You learn more of the Ronique, and we'll have a look around the plains, and perhaps in the process we'll find the answers we seek. See, he's got the little bauble on the back of his... That's cute! The quickest way to learn about our way of life is to do as we do. I hope you're not above manual labor. I am not the most experienced, I'm ashamed to admit, but I shall put forth every effort. That's all we ask. Take these tools. Now introduce yourself to anyone who looks busy and ask if you can help. They'll be happy to teach you what to do in exchange for another pair of hands to do it. Okay. Let us meet back here later to share what we've learned. Oh boy. There's 4 different locations. You're learning about the Hitsaro way of life, are you? I may have a thing or two to share, but rather than talking your ear off, let me test your powers of deduction. I find answers much easier to recall later if I arrived at them myself. Our Hitsaro provide us with something that we use in medicines, poultices and soap, to drive away pests, and to sustain our fires. What is it? Bones, hooves, hooves, bones? Is it dung again? Meat and organ meat? I'm gonna say bones and hooves. Both horns and hooves have cores of bone, and we use all of these materials, albeit primarily in tent poles, instruments, and the like. It's not quite the answer I was looking for. Okay. I mean, I know a lot of bone can be used in... meat and organs? I mean... I want to say dung. Sounds like there's a story there. But that is indeed the correct answer. We've discovered Myrad uses for Ronique chips over time, each a boon to our way of life. Where there is a need, our Hetso always provide. Okay. So they use their poop in medicines? Is it poop again? Dude. They have tails. They have, like, big fluffy tails. It must be part of their, like, armor? Like they're using a wolf tail or something? Dude, I want one of those. I know I have my kitty tail, but I kind of want one of those big wolf tails. What are you doing? This won't do. The wind will go right through it. And me without my needle and sinew. Oh, these are precisely what I needed. I should be able to patch up the covering now. Given how often we pack up and reassemble our tents, they're bound to get the occasional tear. Fortunately, the Ronique hide they're made of is durable enough that we generally needn't worry. Okay. Hello, sir. What are you doing? I'm afraid I've finished with my tasks for the time being, but since you're so eager to learn about our way of life, why don't I tell you a bit about our migration customs? If you're here, you likely already know that the Ronique are our Hetso, our guides, that we travel with through the turning of the seasons. We trust them to lead us to fertile lands with all we need to survive. But you may not know that sometimes the herd splits into two, bound for different paths. On those occasions, we Hetsaro must also part with half of our number. You may think it a strange and stressful custom, but over the years it has seen us visit new lands and broaden our horizons as a people. This too is the wisdom of the Hetso. So sometimes they split off? But then so their group split, then there's multiple camps of them. Do they ever come back together? stroke the Ronique's coat, you note that many portions are shaggy and tangled. This one's fur is a bit overgrown, but a good brushing should thin it out. Would you like to give it a try? You'll need the right tool for the job, mind you. A comb of the type you're used to would just get lost in the tangle like it as not. Oh, Geppetto sent a Ronique brush with you, did he? How like him. Now, just run it through one little patch at a time, gently. Dutifully brush the Ronique until your arms grow weary from the prolonged battle with its coat. It appears much tidier now, though the same cannot be said for your clothes, which have acquired a new coat of their own. Well done. With less excess fur, our friend here will be more comfortable in the afternoon heat, and less susceptible to illness. A combed coat also makes it easier for us to identify injuries should the need arise. Okay. You smell of the grass and the wind, which is a good thing, I promise. You could nearly be mistaken for one of us. You even look the part. I have to wonder how Valcona is getting on. I assumed he would be reluctant to get his hands dirty, but it seems his wish to understand us was sincere. Ah, there he is now. Apparently he's made a friend. Apologies for my tardiness. I was tasked with grazing the Ronique, and indeed up rather far afield. I found myself wandering hither and thither at my companion's inclination. To force us back to the trail seemed inappropriate. But how was your own work? Have you anything to share? Hetzaro life revolves around the Ronique, but in turn the people receive all they need. The Ronique are treasured members of the community, as important as family. Yes, I feel the truth of this myself. While I was hesitant to leave my fate to the whims of the Hetzaro, rather than tread man-made paths, I arrived where I was meant to be all the time. Or all the same. I can't English. Mine is not the only way, though at times I lack the experience to know otherwise. My inability to conceive of how a decision might be right does not mean that it is wrong. My parents had a duty to the Ronique, as they did to me, and so I wonder if their leaving me behind was not so selfish an act as I once believed. I have no way to know, of course, and regardless, this has no bearing on our present concerns. We are here in service of the people of Tural, after all. Nevertheless, I thank you for helping me find deeper meaning in what we've done today. And I will endeavor to remain curious. Ah! I accidentally hit the button and it skipped. I'm glad to hear that, Valcona. You're welcome among our herd anytime. Banana blend! And then we'll just sell it. I mean, I could use the experience for my lower level jobs, but I have no inventory space. Kona, how did it go? believe I finally understand the significance of the Hetzo. They nourish the Hetsaro as they grow and provide warmth and companionship in a harsh and unpredictable world. They are the equal of any man, not beasts to be tamed. Moreover, Ronique are sensitive. Though we may treat their injuries or brush their coats to keep them hale, they must ever be free to follow their instincts and seek lands where they might thrive. The Hetsaro would never cage them, and neither should we. To control their migratory patterns or capture those who wander too close to the tracks is out of the question. Then it is particularly important to advance our original line of inquiry. Fortunately, we were able to visit the Ronique's once favored grazing grounds. As we were told, the grass looks fine, but the place is too quiet. It's not just the Ronique, even the birds and field mice have fled. We did encounter one pack of Ceratopraptors, but they looked to be passing through in a hurry. Typically, that sort of behavior in the fauna would be associated with natural disasters, earthquakes, landslides, and the like. Though the Hetsaro would have surely put two and two together, were the cause geological, I measured the area's aether to be certain. There was indeed nothing to suggest recent environmental disruption, but I did notice one anomaly. A strong etheric signature to the east, moving across the plain, albeit slowly. A large animal, perhaps? And a powerful one like as not, a predator given the local fauna's behavior. One of the raptors we saw looked like it had a bite taken out of its tail by something with very large fangs. It couldn't be a Turuhetso? Turuhetso? Ronique Reaver. In the common tongue, our people have several names for such creatures. Fangs that steal Hetso in the night is another evocative one. Ronique can fend off many predators with their horns, but not the Turuhetso. Their scales are tough as adamant, and neither horn nor arrow can pierce them. A well-toothed carnivore with an unusually tough hide, I cannot recall any such fauna in this region. They usually roam the wilds in the northeast, and most herds keep well clear of them. I can't tell you why this one is so far from home, and its pack both. In any case, I believe the source of the Ronique's consternation is clear. As is our next move, we must drive this reaver away, that they might return to their grazing lands in peace. Never fear, we will make certain that the beast threatens you no more. I wonder if this is going to be an instance. Yeah, it's going to be an instance. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Next time I stream, we'll continue. Stay crazy, have a great day, night, evening, morning, whatever it is when you're watching this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can get notifications when I'm streaming. Check out the website in the description. My buddy Shu did a great job, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!